This episode is about to be fun, man.
Let's get it.
You know, it's about to be a fun episode.
Yeah, so while Charlene is on Instagram talking to everybody, because that's who she is as a person. Like, who is she?
Because that's what I have now. I create.
I'm gonna just get this pod started. These guys, there was a memo about yellow that none of us got, but all of us followed somehow.
My glass empty, so I am going to.
We're really happy to be back for another episode of The Hard One.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
An entire week. It's been an entire week since we were waiting, Jade.
Yeah, it's been an entire week. We missed you. We couldn't wait to be back here with you. And this, if you are on our social media, that means you went and saw us live on Saturday. And that means you know that this episode, our drink of the week, is gin and tonic. And the only place to get that gin and tonic is from GBA Enterprises. They have the Greenhouse gin. That's Kenrick's favorite drinker. If you see him anywhere and you want to buy him a drink, gin and passion fruit juice is vibes. If me, I am a gin and tonic girl myself.
Try that. That will change your life. That is the problem with Dominica. Or you never try that. No, but yeah.
Okay. All right. But I'm a gin. I just really jealous because one, the tonic and the gin, the ORN tonic and the gin on your table looks fantastic. And I'm so sad that I'm not here partaking. But this summer, it's lit. This summer, if you meet me on the road,
Gin,
that's all you have to give me.
I'm telling you.
Those of you who like tonic water, gin and tonic. I am a gin and ginger girl myself. I chase my alcohol with more alcohol.
Yeah.
You know, but this is what we're drinking. You know, so we'll link.
This is me.
To know like where you can get it. But link GBA Enterprises. They are GBA Enterprises online. You can order from them. Don't get left behind.
Don't. Josh, you all right?
Gin for me. It is Greenhouse gin for me.
So how was your week, guys? I missed y'all. Josh, we really missed you. So we have Josh in the house this week. We really missed him.
What's up?
Josh, busy adult.
Josh is learning the hard way.
Yes.
That's what Josh is doing.
Like I said, stay at Olimora home. Stay at Olimora home. That is the best I can tell you. For real. Advice, stay at home.
I mean, I left home and then I came back.
You see that?
You know how it do. But yeah. How was your week, Charlene?
My week was long. That's what my week was. My week was long. I'm still alive. I have to remember I'm still alive. My week was long. I took the highlight of my week. I took the COVID-19 vaccine.
You did?
I got vaccinated because listen, I went outside open, and when this country say we can come, I don't want it to be you can come, but you have to have had the COVID vaccine.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So your girl got vaccinated in my district. Shout out to the nurses at the St. Joseph Health District one time.
Shout out to you guys.
Like a light.
It that make you go ow. It that make you go ow like the partner on the video.
Unlike I see some big men crying, but it's a good thing I'm a woman, so you know.
You used to getting pricked. All right, cool.
I'm true to this, not new to this. Okay.
Yeah.
All you shouldn't feel gangster. All you training to handle pain from since all you handling those pains. every month, all you have a test to see how much pain you can bear. I don't know. It's not my fault. That's how God designed. I don't know if that's how God designed it initially, but that's how it's set up now.
That's how it's set up now. So as I said, I'm true to this. I'm not new to this. You know, so I didn't cry like a bitch.
No, I'm considering it because the first vaccine is How much months away? Like 90 days away from the second one?
Yeah, I think it's April 20 something.
Yeah, my next, so I got vaccinated on the 25th, and my next dose is going to be on the 21st of April, thereabout. Yeah, so I did that. One of the side effects includes wanting more love and attention than normal.
For real?
No, honestly, like I felt okay. So the night, full disclosure, the night I had a bit of a fever.
Ooh.
And it was like my daughter's looking at me like, "Mommy, you okay? You need me to do anything for you?" Like I had a fever. I had a fever that night. The next day I went to work because you have to do what you have to do. And at work I'm there, but you're just there you have to be there, so you're there.
Right.
But for me, it's really just, you just want to be at home, cuddle up, and that type of vibe.
I need love and affection.
So that's what that was. And guys, stay tuned. Something's happening.
So why you guys are listening to this, and it's March 2nd, and March 2nd is a very special day because it's the birthday of Kenrick Lawrence. And we just felt like we wanted to celebrate his birthday with you guys. So Kenrick, happy birthday to you.
Happy
Birthday to you.
I can't sing. Come on, guys.
Happy birthday, Kenrick. Happy birthday to you.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. It's a party.
Wow. Why?
Yo,
Happy
that looks
birthday,
good.
Ken.
Can I see? Can I see?
I looking like a housewife and I oh no. I should be more prepared.
Other.
Oh, that is awesome. Make sure you guys take pics so I can post it on our social media, because this was created in Portsmouth. Portsmouth is my new home, so it's like they have everything. This is from Nelly Welly Confetti.
Well, happy birthday, Kenrick.
And she made this possible for us to celebrate with Kenrick on his birthday. She has these amazing boxes, and we're gonna link her in our show notes, but you need to check it out.
Listen, this looks amazing though. Like, look at this. Look at this.
Dude,
I need some pictures.
one thing that missing there is for it to be
For it to pop out from the cake, not true?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Aw.
Where that was from?
Nelly Welly Confetti.
Nelly Welly. Wow.
Nelly Welly's confetti on the birthday box one time.
That is impressive.
Boop, boop, boop.
One time.
Wait, Kenrick, I want some pictures before you start because I can't see the live. For some reason, my Instagram doesn't show me live videos.
What, boy? That's so cool.
It's your fucking birthday.
Yeah. I get to start enjoying my birthday. How much days before?
Of course, you should. It's a celebration.
Celebrate.
How much more days?
In my
6,
drink,
5?
in my drink
6
voice.
days, Kenrick. Tuesday, that's your birthday. Tuesday, today is your birthday.
Today,
It's
Tuesday?
it's
In
Tuesday.
pod time, today is your birthday.
Oh, of course. I knew
It's
that.
Tuesday
I was just
and
making
it's
sure
your
audio on point.
birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, the older you get, the longer you have to celebrate your birthday.
Yeah. Longer. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, guys, I hope by now you've grabbed your gin and tonic and you're gonna, strap in and celebrate with us. So, Kenrick, how was your week?
My week?
Yeah.
My week was good, productive. I trying to split myself, but I think I need to learn to budget my time a little better. But my week was productive for the most part. Yeah, my family was okay for the most part.
You're looking like a disaster.
That is the most important thing for me right now. People around me okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So my week was good.
That's good. Josh, how was Charlene, how was your week?
Yeah, you do a good job skipping me.
My week was long. I mentioned a while back, a little 5 minutes ago, about the vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like, "Oh, Sean, you take the vaccine." I'm like, all of the questionable decisions I've made in my life. Are you worried about the vaccine? Like taking the vaccine was the least questionable decision I've ever made in my life.
But I hear this saying, Jane, that it's mainly the men calling the radio station and complaining about their pain, like we're getting seizures.
Whoa.
But the thing is,
I'm
I
not
think
drunk, Chad.
the
Don't
thing
be
is,
an
all
asshole.
you
I'm not drunk.
you all have training from since long time ago.
Henrik, hush.
Of
Don't
course,
say that.
but it's that.
Anyway,
What
about
pain training we getting? Burst two, climbing tree, falling down. That's
Break
what, that
hand, break leg,
break and break
break
leg.
this, break that.
But all you have internal pain. All you can even put a plaster on it.
Well,
because it's your birthday. Because it's your birthday.
wild out.
Share for you.
Like I know you want to share it first. I saw like food.
I'm
Yeah.
just not there to share to get.
I honestly, I take so much pleasure in giving, so I feel like I do.
I also take pleasure.
How much
in
viewers
receiving.
you have there? Huh? How much viewers you have there?
I don't know. none of
All
that.
that. Whoa. Whoa.
All right, guys, let's start partying. Everybody
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel.
distracted.
Josh,
And if you're listening now, if in this episode you heard our brand new theme song, the official Hard Ones theme song, created by none other than the birthday boy himself,
if you haven't heard, can we
the
play it again?
CEO of Tropical Productions, Henrik Lawrence.
Play it again for those who haven't heard.
So
I will
guys,
play
we had a really interesting week. Bobby Schmurder got out.
Wait,
Yeah,
hold
yeah,
on,
yeah, yeah,
hold
yeah.
on, Josh.
Oh yes, Josh.
Josh got
looking
out
so
too.
sad.
Josh got out.
Yay!
Mama's house.
Free Josh.
Yo, my week was
Hot nigga shit.
Real hot nigga.
bro, listen, tough, man. Like that week, the whole month of February was one of the most challenging I've been in the last 4 months, you know? Yeah,
Whoa.
definitely. I mean, at the end of the day, I still giving thanks because like all them things there is things to learn from.
Mm-hmm.
So still thanks and praise to job, but like
Hey, but you know you're saying that, bro. I want to interject you to tell you, like I realize, like in life, without those hardship, a lot of the things that we get to value later on,
yeah,
we realize is because of the hardship, those things come out of us.
yeah, to teach
Like the
you.
best part of you does come out when you're under pressure to not be in comfort of just enjoying the things you already have, but try to make something that you do have. Try to create something new, you understand?
Yeah.
So it's during the pressure, the best of you does come out. Trust me.
True.
Thanks,
I mean,
man.
talking about it is not a problem. You can talk about it and express yourself. But you have to look for the best. You have to look for the good in like the result of what you're going through.
Yeah.
Look for what you can learn from it. Because that is the best way, because other than that, you're going to come back and do the same test again.
Yeah. Or the children of Israel.
Words.
Words of wisdom
Words of
from
wisdom,
Kerry.
guys.
From the package, but you will still get a good picture, okay?
Words of wisdom.
Josh sent me some pictures, so
Are they looking boy?
they're looking good. Thank you, Josh.
But
I
I'm
appreciate it.
like, can I get what he was saying to Josh?
Come now.
I'm at the point in my life where can I not just have good days?
Like not be tested.
Can I not be tested? Like, have I not learned all my lessons?
I feel like all the summer vacation they give us as children,
Like
that was it.
Like, what other lesson do I need to learn? Have I not learned all the lessons already? Like, what else is there? Like, what? Like, God, what again?
Like
That's what it feels like. That's what it
I
always
know.
feels like.
Like in next one again.
And like,
Come
you know,
on.
I just get through learning that.
or
a little bit.
A little
You
bit.
a little free if we want to.
It's not no big vibes. Like, you don't have other people that need to learn lessons. It's always me.
well, I had a very interesting week, I had a great therapy session and I unlocked so much about myself and put so much in perspective, and I have plenty of people to apologize to. Yeah. But I feel free. You know, like when you go down the road for after school and you just with your friends as a child and you don't know nothing about life and you just eating a J green guava and your mouth right to check your ass care cash.
Oh God.
But then your mother and them help you out and then you release your burden and you feel free.
Take some vegetable oil and
Yeah.
oil
Cod
and
liver oil and thing. That's how I feel. I feel that freedom. Like the massive turd of self-doubt just got released from my brain. So I was happy.
Yeah. Who's your therapist, boy?
I'll link you. I'll link you. She's amazing.
Please.
Holy Ghost.
No, listen, like
The Holy Ghost.
no,
She's
like,
amazing.
and we've said
She
this on the pod before. We are all about self care in all its forms,
Yeah.
and
Papa.
that includes therapy,
Yeah,
Jimin.
mental health is
mental health, and
Jimin.
pumping that
True.
iron.
Therapy, of course.
Physical therapy. Some of us therapy includes drinking a glass of gin and tonic.
Responsibly.
responsibly.
Don't
And
drink
it's
and drive.
only for adults. That's only therapy.
Wait.
That's adults only therapy, yeah?
By the way.
By the way.
We have to know who bringing Shannon home first before we continue, Jade.
I'll
Because if I drive in, I want to know.
Yeah, that's why you have to drink responsibly at all times.
I
at
drive
all
in.
times. We'll figure it out. I don't think so. I think I'll.
You don't know? Well, if you don't know, I'll be
This
more
is-
responsible. But we promote responsible drinking as well, right, Jade? Like,
Yes.
I know because
Only.
exactly.
And while we're at it, because this is happening live, shout out to those tuned in on the Instagram live, looking at us right now. Our fan regulars, Tyrone up there in Florida.
Oh, you're not too far from me. Okay.
He's not too far from you. Shout out one of my best friends, Golda. Hey,
Hey,
Golda.
God. Oh, she has a new single out
Yeah,
right
she-
now.
Doing something with Sonicals. So you guys should follow on YouTube, like see what the vibe is about.
She great song.
Debria, hey, what's up? Shout out to Nicole Hey Nix on YouTube. A content creator. We'll talk later. We'll talk about that later. But for those tuned in, hi guys. Thanks for tuning in. Let us know how your week was, surviving COVID and just surviving life. That's what we're doing. That's what it feels like we're doing. Just surviving life.
Man. Yeah.
I had an interesting experience this week.
Ooh, tell us
And
more.
I still don't know how to feel about it. More than anything, I just feel violated.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
Josh was there.
no, Josh wasn't there.
I can respond to him.
Go ahead, Josh. Answer him. Put Kendrick in his place.
No, like terms, not language. I don't want to.
Oh, you know where they
It's his
buried-
birthday, man.
where they
That's why
buried-
you doing that.
Josh, answer him. Answer him, Josh.
It's his
Answer him.
birthday. You have to give him a
Okay,
pass.
let me help you start. Lang.
Okay, so
Whoa. No, but seriously, so I had a neighbor. I'm going to use a neighbor. Tell me that she was like, and she noticed somebody was peeking through my windows one morning, early morning. And it just left me feeling so,
that's ridiculous.
What?
feeling so violated.
Wait. Say that
Yeah.
again?
Yeah. Somebody was a peeping Tom, I guess, whatever you want to
In
call
your
it,
window?
In my window. And it's funny to me. Not funny, haha, but funny, strange. Because there have been nights when I woke up from sleep, like really feeling that somebody was looking at me.
Oh my
man.
god.
You know what I mean? Like
What the
wake
hell?
up in the dead of the night and I just take my stuff and I go in my daughter's room. Like, when you're feeling somebody watching you. I can't explain it,
Yeah, you
but
do.
like, when you're feeling somebody watching you, and I have had those moments.
Oh
What?
my
So-
god.
She telling me that it was like, okay, is it the same person? Is it a continuous thing? And then I'm torn, like, because my immediate reaction whenever anything happens to me, like my immediate reaction is to get them. Like my mind always goes to disappearing a person. That is always my first thought, you know? And there's like, so she's like, I think I know who it is. And I have sat down and thought of all the ways I could get rid of the alleged perpetrator. And then my father is like, oh, well, Sean, I don't think it's that person because look what and whatever. So it's a funny place. I haven't gone to the police because it's like, what do I tell them?
Evidence of who you see.
Yeah, they always have to tell you. You'd have to wait until something happens.
Right.
you're
It
surely
wasn't
seeing.
it wasn't me that saw it, wasn't, you know what I mean? So it's kind of
They kind of right in that if they do something and the other person is not the person or the innocent.
right.
So that is
That
another thing.
thing. And it's wanting to be careful, but at the same time it's wanting to take out all this anger on somebody, take it out somewhere. Like
Yeah.
That is
like
that is
just go
tough.
swing in and ask questions later.
You check?
Because like for me, like I don't interfere with people. You know what I mean? Like they will tell you is we doesn't see Charlene is home and work. I will be at my home and you wouldn't know I at my home. And to feel that like right now I don't even like feel safe at my home.
Your own home.
Yo,
bro.
that
Like you see
is a
that
problem.
for me that is problematic.
Yeah.
Like peace of mind is a big thing for me and it don't have a price tag on it. So for me, if it wasn't Tom, but they suspect it's Tom, if I lash out at Tom, in my mind, I'm justified in what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to avoid lashing out at Tom, but that is my go-to. That is where I'm at mentally. Like just walking up on him, getting like a baseball bat and just beating him to a pulp.
Right.
Oh, you know what?
I feel you.
Oh, a cricket bat.
Cricket
You
bat.
know, that's where I'm at. And we take those things for granted, but it is just like how you feel comfortable doing that. Like what in your mind makes that okay? You know what I mean?
I think he wanted a bottle.
You wanted a bottle of gin?
He wanted a bottle of gin.
He wanted
'Cause
a bottle of
the
gin.
the feeling he gets from drinking gin.
In
he
his
trying
mind.
to find it. He don't know where to find it. But he see Charlie and I check it. Okay, maybe she have the gin. And
Like
green
I
hall-
appreciate.
green hall, screen.
Where's the screen? Like I appreciate Kendrick trying to make me feel better about it, but it's
Yeah.
still,
It don't work.
it's
don't work.
still, and it's what a lot of women have to deal with. This
I can't
this
believe that happening
fear,
still,
this
Yeah, that's bizarre. Like,
so when women tell you, sometimes they answer you because they are scared of what your reaction is going to be. This is what they're talking
I
about.
want, and Charlene, you read my mind because the first question that has been on my mind, I wanted to ask two men who I deem as safe. Because watching the news and now listening to you, I keep thinking that there's something about the male ego that we as women do not fully comprehend because men react to rejection and embarrassment in a violent, aggressive way, and we feel scared. Like a lot of times, women will, like men like to say, if you didn't like me, why you give me your number? Because bro, if I wanted to give you the answer I wanted to, you might either curse me, embarrass me in the street, or even attack me just for saying no.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like there has to be something we as women do not understand when it comes to the male ego and why men deal with embarrassment in such a violent way. Because it is very scary that as a woman in this world, we do feel like we can't say no. We don't know what will happen if we ever say no to a man.
All right. Boy,
That's a tough one.
I know.
That is a tough one.
Listen, And I am such a I said what I said with my chest type of person. But these things happen and it kind of humbles you because you always figure like the first thing you're going to do, that can never happen to me, and it happens to you, and it's like, okay, what do I do? You
Right.
know, like you realize a lot of it is just bravado. You just it's just because I mean, what do I do? What if yes, it was like, oh, it's possibly that person, but what if it wasn't that person? You
Yeah.
know? So what if I said I don't have goons. That's why I can't set my goons. It's not that we're not condoning violence. But what
Get
if,
the
like,
strap.
what if, you know, it's a whole set of what if, and then you find out it's not that person. But what was that person doing in the area for it to have even been suggested that
You
it may
check.
have been
I
them?
feel like I
Why
feel
those
like
names
I
even
feel
in the works of it? You check?
Exactly.
I feel like
Exactly.
a weapon is something that is very dangerous to just have anywhere, but a woman, single or married, should have some kind of protection on her because you need to protect yourself at any moment. It can even be your child that might turn on you and just want to like do you something, or your husband might turn on you and want to do you something. Like you have to protect yourself. I mean, if you feel like we're in a generation now where women have no protection, the first step can be, I mean, obviously we have to as men think about what we can do too, but being the first selfish thing you can do for yourself is have some sort of protection, even if it's learning some kind of martial art or self-defense or having some like a blade on you or
Walk with
something.
a taser or something,
A
man.
But you
taser.
know, those were illegal in Dominica, pepper spray and tasers, and I'm trying to figure out why.
It was
They're not,
illegal.
not were, they still
It
are.
was used for something wrong at some point in
It's
our
it's
history, maybe.
it's they still are illegal, but I mean,
So
I'm
what
always
should you do? Not be protected as a woman?
not be protected. I guess we should stick to the old, the homegrown method, the
So
remedy,
we,
and throw alkaline the person face.
Guys,
I
we
believe,
have
Because
man,
I believe, I believe, I believe the issue with men might be something deep, 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 like
it has to be.
yeah, because I mean, if you're thinking about like the way a man would respond, it's almost like a wall that up. Like whatever happened to you. I don't care. On with the next. So I feel like we have a generation of people of men that maybe don't understand. Like we grew up. I feel like we grew up on autopilot. I feel like not enough direction is given to men or passed on to men. I feel like we had a practice of passing on information and history in
Yeah.
our African heritage, and we lost that. So it's like all generation of men just have to start from scratch and learn from new experience, hurting people, doing wrong things, and starting and learning all over again. I feel like if we start studying our culture again, our African culture, our heritage, and going back to the roots of passing on morals and passing on things we think valuable, it can help because all the things that are wrong in me is because of how many generations of people that decide they're not going to fix those problems. And all of them come up, all of them, or whatever they be coming up inside of me, it might not be all, but they will show up in some kind of way. They will show up.
we
You
can
Can
all
understand?
working outside,
Yes?
you know.
can y'all understand why though? That a lot of times like men will meet you on the road and tell you smile now, or they don't understand why it's hard for a woman to just relax, or why being able to depend on all you is so important. We walk and navigate life from time we born, from time we can understand we are women, feeling unsafe, feeling like a target. So it's like when you have to constantly worry about, is this the day a man going and choose me to attack me, or is this the day where, like, even when I open in my car to I always looking over my shoulder,
so question
like,
is that is a normal thing? Like is that everyday?
yes. That's why I love Dominica so much,
Yeah.
because Dominica is the only place I've ever been where I don't constantly worry about a man attacking me.
That's
That's
crazy.
why I rate Dominican men highly.
Yeah, because sometimes, as you say in that, Jay, some of the concerns you have sometimes with culture and like men and race and things, I might be oblivious to those things. I check in, like growing up in school, for example,
You grew up in school?
like growing up going to school.
Surprisingly.
I tell you, recess I used to go to school for.
That explains so much. Loki loses sports. Wait, Papa.
Ha! Growing up in
Wait.
school.
Growing up in school.
No, you're talking about like being oblivious to a lot of the concerns. I do think, but no, but
Man.
springboarding off what he's saying, I do think a lot of men, just like I feel women are oblivious to a lot of the struggles of men and the burdens they carry, I think men are oblivious to the burden of the lack of safety and how dangerous the world is to us. Because we're not the top of the food chain in no way, shape, or form. And there's Dominica is a place where when they say protect Black women, I feel like if it's one place in the world that happens, it's Dominica. But the dynamic is the average man, the average woman can say, yeah, I have brothers, I have friends who will protect me for anything. But the problem happens when a man gets to know a woman so deeply. Something happens when a man gets to know you as a woman without like intimately, that the protection seems to be gone. So if a man is my friend and I go in for something and I hurt, he wants to protect me. As soon as he become my man, something about that protection does disappear.
For real?
It
Okay.
happens.
I have a bad hero complex.
No, it happens. I'm not saying me personally, but like
Like it happens generally.
I've been on Twitter, I've been watching, I've been listening, and it seems like there's something about
You know what it is too, without tripping you?
familiarity.
Happens that it breeds contempt. It
Yeah.
happens, and a lot of the times they don't even realize that it's happening.
Yeah.
Because when we love people, we simultaneously love people and take them for granted.
Yeah. So
Because
it's like I feel like they see you as the source of their stress, not as a woman that needs
Right.
help.
Not to give for granted. If you caught in somebody and you're interested in the person, you want to get that person, you're going over your normal.
and
No,
then-
but even without that,
When you
but
regularize
here's the thing,
yourself,
But here's
but
the thing,
Kenrick,
the shit you are doing to get me, why know that you get me? Why you can't maintain it?
I kind of disagree, Charlene.
Not maintaining it. You can do it. You can do it every now and then. You know, go and put yourself under pressure to be
So
out
you
of the
see,
normal.
that's
No.
the-
But you have to
that's the-
listen.
Okay.
A man always making an effort when he just trying to get the woman. Period. No matter how you think about it, it's not going to be. It's not going to be normal.
Yeah.
So when the man regularize himself, you're going to get that every maybe once a week, or maybe every night in that month, or the next month you're going to get it maybe once.
But I wasn't even talking about, but I wasn't even referring to when a man trying to get a woman. Kendrick, you know, if you go outside, okay, I shouldn't use you in particular, but most men, if they go outside and they see a woman being roughed up, or a woman fall,
That's a
or a
problem.
woman in distress, you don't have to know her. You will want to help.
Of course.
You would not want to see a woman harmed. But when you're in a relationship with a woman and you vex, mem see she fall, mem see she crying, mem see whatever, if you vex with her, if it's like that part of her as a woman who needs your help, it always kicks in when all you may be okay. If all you're not okay, she can fall, she can be crying, you don't care. So the protect Black women, somehow a switch does get, it means protecting her in a relationship, it means protecting her heart. But I feel like men are okay with protecting women. They don't know, or they're not that close to, but there's a disconnect when you actually get to know a woman. Protect her part does kind of,
It have loopholes, man. I feel like it have loopholes. I feel like it can be difficult because again too, remember, let's say you say, for example, you said that Papa, I pull the Kenrick. Pa-
Don't act like it's not normal, bro.
yeah,
You're talking about your mind going something
yeah,
else. Of
man. Like
course.
two thoughts, man. All right, so it's like
Multitasking, it's rough for us, you know. We
The
just don't want
same
to
way.
admit it.
when you get like right, you mad, right? You vex, you check. No, in being vexed, sometimes your emotions take over. You know what I'm saying? And probably the person fall for you and you're checking, boy, I so vexed already. Whatever the reason is, but I feel like I can speak for me. Maybe I can speak for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that like
Uh-huh.
1 second. Yeah, so I feel like a lot of times, like again, I can speak for myself that I know when it comes to my person, if that person in trouble, you put yourself in there, you know what I'm saying? And then emotion can happen, and then even to like Shine was saying about familiarity, that happens on both ends a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times the woman stops doing certain things that she would normally do or acting certain ways that she would normally act. And then the man is like, oh, so things changing. Cool, then things changing, and then the man changes, and then all them things happen. I feel like it's a give and take. You cannot always be while yes, men tend to have very bad attitudes, but it can also be something that is as like a cause and effect kind of a situation. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think.
But here's the thing.
Mhm.
Following two things. One, I think you answer a great your answer open up my mind. You see that men can multitask, so if he vex with you, he can only be vexed with you. He can
No, man.
women, we can be vexed with you and we can still see you. We can still hold in our brain that we love you. And in the moment you need us, we just shut off our own needs to take care of all you.
Most men I know is the same thing. But listen to me. How do you expect to be in an argument and the man is trying to make a point to you? Most times, that's what the argument is. How can the man be making a point to you and he's the only way he can make you hear it is by make you understand, yo, you really not getting what I'm saying. This is what this is. $1 for the bread. I spend $5, I give bring back $4 change. How else to tell it? You know what? Leave me alone. Oh, it have a lot of times where men feel like the things they telling the woman so simple and the woman don't understanding. But is the woman to understand too that it's a different perspective on the man's
That's true.
side? It's a
That is true.
different perspective.
But sometimes all your communication is bread, dollar, four. What? You
Exactly.
understand? Yeah, but we need the connecting words. So all you know is just do the main points without the bridges, and we just lost.
But don't make it a problem. Don't make it a problem. Don't make it an issue. Understand your person. Understand the person is a robot. Understand the person is not a robot. Understand the person is water. Understand the person is a rock.
I agree.
If you accept the person as a rock, then all you check all this. If all you do accept the person as a rock, then you go and look for water
Shift.
where water is.
I have thoughts on that,
Verbalize.
but they kind of too raw.
But
Well, you probably need to
you
have
know
a,
what, dude? I suspect we need to take a shot first.
yeah, and then
Just
say what.
take,
you-
just take, just
no,
having
no.
what are you drinking, Josh? What do you call that?
Tonic water.
Tonic.
Josh
Josh
is
shot
drinking
is happy
craft
tonic
Indian
water.
happy tonic water. There's
Yes.
always time for
Josh
tonic.
needs some happiness inside him. So drink that. Drink it, bro. Drink
Have
it.
some
Penis-
tonic
Wait,
water.
just needs whose penis inside him?
Hey.
I don't hear
For
I didn't
me-
hear properly.
For me, this conversation is like kind of touching close to home.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
So say what
nice.
is it? It nice?
Yeah.
What
I
have you
tasted.
had?
I was like, I don't know. I wasn't expecting it to taste good.
Gin.
It tastes good.
Say it like a
tastes
man.
good.
Gin.
Tonic.
Or tonic that.
Tonic.
Is the tonic he had?
It tastes
Remember,
nice.
Josh is
I know tonic
training
nice,
and
tonic
whatever.
nice.
Josh is avoiding
Josh has work.
hard liquor.
Contamination.
So, you know,
And plus,
Josh
yeah,
is
he building his muscles.
healthy. Josh.
But
just
Josh,
not trainer just now, eh?
Yeah.
Get yourself
You
ready.
serious?
I need you just now. Get yourself ready.
Josh, you said something about cause and effect. And then
Mhm.
Kenrick say, when a man trying to get the woman,
Mhm.
he will do extra. Which
Mhm.
leads me to feel that y'all will always be the cause. Because most time it's not us that come in me, I know you. Eh? Is all you that doing something to get
Hmm.
us. So
Then-
therefore, if you get me,
Mhm.
under a circumstance of a certain expectation,
It's your fault. I got agree with
and then you cannot maintain it,
you. Man fault.
my subsequent behavior and anything I stop following your reneging of your initial disposition
Yes, sir.
is the effect of
Both day,
you.
I lose.
Let me ask you a question.
You are the one who set the tone. You set a tone, you fail me, you cannot maintain it. So now you cannot say anything I stop to do is a vice versa. No,
Watch that. No,
you
watch that,
started
watch that.
something, you can't finish. I stop something, so it's
Listen,
your fault. So
listen.
start it back
Let's
and you'll
see.
get the old me back.
Let's propose. Let's propose just what you're saying, right? Let's say a man approaches you
Mhm.
just as he is, no efforts, no nothing, bland. Just as you would act in a relationship, that's exactly how he approach you. Honestly, how many women will be completely content with that? There is no effort, no extra effort, no attempt to want to call you every now and then.
That's
see how
a
you do,
friend.
all them stuff there. That's a what?
That's a friend.
That's a friend.
Yeah.
But would you see that? And then going back to what they just say, nice guys always finish what?
No. The point of the matter is if
Mm.
you want extra from me, you
Mm.
have to give extra effort. So if you want me
Who
to
want
treat
extra?
you,
Why extra?
listen, the
Mm,
things I will do for my man is not things I will do for a regular man off the street. It's not things I would do for a friend.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to give you more of me, I require more of you. That is how a social contract happens. If you're giving me dry bread, you getting dry bread, Jade.
Why you making it sound like a business?
But it's a business.
It's a social contract.
Here's what
That's
it
what
is.
it is.
But
Here's
don't make
what it
do
is.
don't-
When you put it at its core,
Or you don't like it, but it's the truth.
at its core, a relationship is a business deal.
Yes.
And at its core, it's a business deal.
Mhm,
You understand?
mhm,
It's a gift to get.
mhm.
You understand? Is I supporting you and I hoping you're going to support me. It's when I show up for you, you show up for me. It's you understand what I'm saying? Yes, we want to. Oh, I love
Okay,
you and
okay, I
all
have
of
a question with
that.
that.
But
Uh-huh.
but at its core, any relationship you're in is a gift to get.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
understand? When you take out the feelings in it,
Okay, what is the schedule? What is the schedule for doing extra? I should ask
No, no,
that.
no. It don't have schedule.
Exactly, but that's what I was saying. If
but you
if
know
did-
who
if
you're
did
going to
extra-
go the extra mile for.
No, but yeah, but you doing the extra mile for anybody that you want. Period. Anybody you,
know,
want, you going the extra mile.
But that is part of knowing your person. So if I talking to you and you seem like I stressed out at work or I not feeling myself lately, it doesn't occur to you that let me do something for her just because it doesn't like that naturally doesn't come out from you.
What about the women now that the men
I was
would
gonna say,
the
that
men
happens
would
on
do
both
something,
sides.
the men would do something and they want to say, but it's not that I wanted. I just wanted a hug. I wanted something else. But the man check in when my mother would get something like that, for example. She would be so happy to get something like that. But when I give it to you, you watching me and checking like that not
Then
enough.
date your mom.
That's not enough. Yeah, but then but
Not the lad said that last week he
That's
said date your father. So date your mom.
you see that it have men that trying to have understanding. So if you're trying to talk with ignorance, the man, if you're trying to talk
It's your birthday.
have men that trying to talk with understanding. So it's not all men that just want to do things and run. Take it? So I talking with I trying to be reasonable. So I tell you, in the man mind, the man bring a rose for you. When the man bring a rose for you and he buy you a bottle of wine and you come and tell the man is cause you're accustomed of getting. What you expect?
So I heard a
Whoever
quote.
hurts Kendrick.
I saw a quote.
Why, you see,
saw
why when I talking like that, all you want to have it like it's me?
Why is all you Charlotte that open her mouth? Right.
You know what?
So we just talk
You
about
know
you.
what? You know what?
But he friend Charlene. So he will say all you.
Charlene.
You know what?
That's why you message Charlene to tell me. You message Charlene to tell me take out the counter in front there. Like you couldn't tell me that.
You know what?
Let's go.
I think
I saw a tweet that says, you do not love somebody in your love language. You have to love them in theirs. So it doesn't matter. You cannot. So she's supposed to give you love.
No, we
In
have
the
to have
way-
understanding and not fight and who raising voice.
I
loud.
agree.
We
I
have to have an
agree.
understanding, and sometimes we have to know when to shut up and listen to each other
But
and come to a reasoning and not just saying, okay, my point last, or okay, but I have that last word to say, or I have that last word to say. Sometimes
I agree with you, no. I do.
shut up and say, let me listen to the next person. Let me understand what's going on, and let me understand each other. Because if the man feel like it's him that looking for his wife and he can't find what he finding in the woman, he's going to be like, okay, let's see what happens. Yeah.
I didn't understand.
Which part?
The last
But
part.
yeah, the last part I kind of lost.
Which last part?
What you
But
just
let's
said.
see what happens. If he looking and he cannot find.
I think what you're trying to say is that the man's attitude will be different if he's trying to get a response from the woman that he is not expecting. Is that what you're saying?
What?
You-
I even confused. I don't know what we're talking about.
We were trying to understand. I
Well,
was
that's-
following
When I
you
said,
until
okay,
the end.
what I said, which part? Which part?
When you say if the man looking for something in a woman and he
Oh,
cannot,
right, I said like if the man feel like it's him that looking for a wife, like a
Mhm.
man finding a wife, and he not getting what he needs from the woman, he just and or like okay, cool. Let's see if actually you have it or if you don't.
Mhm.
The man have to choose whether or not he's going to settle or look for his wife.
Mhm.
And the same thing for the woman too. The woman have to agree whether she settled for the man or not. So if the man giving you flowers and that not what you expect, and you tell the man these flowers don't mean anything, and the man feel like you insensitive. If he cannot tell you that, that's another conversation. So like
I agree with you there.
that's so dynamic. That can go in so many different directions. Is what I say. It's like who to say
I
is
think communication is important because and I think a lot of us we don't set expectations in our relationships. We just like Kenrick said, we just go in and like, okay, I know what I'm looking for. Let me see if you have it.
yeah.
But what we often do is we make people feel bad for what they do have that we looking for
Yeah.
when they themselves never knew what we were looking for. Because if you enter a relationship with me, I'm assuming it's because you see something in me that you're looking for. So when I find out I'm not meeting your
And the fight not go- and
expectations,
the fight not going and stop. It going and go in a circle.
so it's like I feel like one, I disagree with you, Kenrick, in saying that a woman doesn't have. Okay, maybe that's not what you were saying, but you have to love people in their love language, else you are loving in vain.
Exactly, and it same applies for the men.
So to tell
I
her,
will be the one to say,
that's what she said.
I know why I say that,
so if your love language is you speaking and the person just shut up, then they have to learn that. No, I just using an example.
Oh, that's a weird example.
If that's your love language, the person who is with you has to figure it out. But you also cannot deny them and tell them, I understand this is your love language, but I am not able to give it to you because it's not comfort.
Who
But
does
I'm
that?
saying
Let me ask you.
Who does
Let me
that?
ask you a question.
no, because that's
That
what
doesn't
does
make
come
sense.
off when you
That
say,
doesn't make sense.
if I see my mother get happy for that, then you
That is not. No, please listen and humble yourself and listen. I tell you, if you are customer, if you what you grow up understanding. No, if I see what my training for woman is with my mother and my sisters. You understand? Or you can watch me holy one. My training with women is with women in the church, my mother, my brother, my sisters. So if I feel like what the women around me growing up like is massaging their foot, and I give it to you, and you spit on it, I go and question what I value. I go and question,
What do you call or define as spitting on it?
reject, or that's not what you want, or like
So if she doesn't want to be spitting on it,
instead of having a conversation to say like I don't like this, I want this instead.
I'm checking what is that?
that ties back into what I'm talking about, Kenrick, because if I do something for you and you say, and like appreciate it,
Right.
my brain, and I don't know, Charlene can jump in. As a woman, I wouldn't be like, oh, no, I don't want to know if
That's
it's
not true. That is definitely not true.
I want to know, hold on. You might feel bad, obviously, because you put the effort. But I don't think we define it as you spitting on my effort. We would more like maybe monitor you and be like, okay, that's not your thing.
So if a man check in, you have no. If the woman comes to the man and the woman says she has a problem, and the man come up with the best solution he could think about, feeling like he's going to help the woman. And the woman checking what you doing, and the woman checking you didn't think about me and what I need, blah, 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 and you're crying and crying and crying and crying, and how much emotions for how much hours trying to explain it. What he doing is not what you want. That instead of saying thank you, but I really need a hug. Hug me. Simple as that.
Okay, so less words.
No,
Comment.
but sometimes the man feel like he put so much effort into helping or trying to help the situation, but the man thinking logically, the man not thinking the other way. So if you come to the man like a beast, the man will feel like you're attacking the man. You're attacking me. If you come to me and tell me that's not what, don't attack me. I'm telling you straight, if that's what happening, that way that is how it is. You have to understand that.
Jade said something and I wanted to respond, but Kenrick syndrome. Kenrick syndrome is kicking in, and I can't remember what it was.
I was asking you because I trying to figure out if this is tied
Okay, no,
to
listen.
the male ego.
No. All you listen. There was a time. No, there was a time, right? There was a time that I wanted to do something nice for this dude. So me and my friend, we spend all day, we on From You Flowers, flowers.com, whatever, ordering flowers. And I'm like, if I give like flowers, of course, a gift is like thinking of you is something, no man. All you. So I
Must have been a lady cow.
I ordered flowers. I tried to be slick with it. I asked a mutual friend, like, for his address where he was, because I wanted it to be a surprise and all of that. And I ordered flowers. So the day of the delivery now, I'm like, you home man or whatever. It's like, oh, why? I'm like, when you don't think things through all the way. I have, he's like, why you do that for?
Boy. Yeah.
All I didn't do was cry. Or cancel it. I don't like surprises. All I didn't do in
that one tough.
Was cry.
So it depends on how the person responds.
And
but would you send back flowers though?
But here is it though. Here it is though. You were so caught up in you not liking surprises. You didn't appreciate the
effort,
the whatever that went into it.
Yeah.
And like for me, that was like a dash of water. Like you take a pail of cold water and dash me in my face
while you're sleeping.
I feel you.
Because
I would feel the same way.
It's like it was really just like the fuck. Pardon my French.
I would feel the same way.
Like, because here's my thing. There are certain things I don't like. My mind, the way I feel about you is more important than my not liking of certain things.
True.
Of those things.
Yes.
So I don't like surprises, but I love you more than I don't like surprises. So I'm going to deal with the surprise
Yeah.
because it's from you.
And then talk to you one on one.
Like on a separate time.
You understand
Yeah,
what
on
I
a separate
say?
time. Yeah.
Like a person can yes, you want the person to do whatever in your love language, but a person can do whatever in their love language. You can appreciate it, and at a later date, let them know. Well, guy, like, babe, that is not really my vibe. You
So
can do it in a
Because you're
way.
gonna be trial and error. Yeah. You're not always gonna hit it on the
Exactly.
head every
So
time.
I have a question. So if you bring it up at a later date and mention that that's not really, or not even say that's not really my thing, like, you know what really speaks to me is that,
Yes,
not so much that.
that's
Do
perfect.
do men still interpret that conversation as spitting on what you did before?
That is
No.
perfect.
Okay.
If that is being done, then a man can respect you.
Like I
Or not.
come,
I mean, that is not what determines
I came
respect.
today
I
and
know you
I'm
would.
like,
I know you will take it as that. That is not what
Me?
determines.
What?
No.
Yeah,
No. Sometimes when we say things, we just take it as carry on to be like that's what I meant. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean that. That is what that bring out respect from men. I'm making sure I clarify that.
No, Charlene was saying something.
Sorry, Charlene.
I came today and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to choose violence.
Going to be cool. Like
Like I'm going
teammates.
to be cool, because life happens and life comes at you fast. And the way you show up for people, sometimes when you need them to show up for you like that, they will throw it in your face like, ego again.
That is, I feel like
concerned
I need to understand the male ego,
like
Charlene.
you so concerned with the 99 days Charlene show up for you is no big problem. Like, and that is my thing. The duality in human beings. I can be mad at you and hold space for you.
Yes.
My world can be
Mental-
falling around me.
Yeah, man.
And okay, so with that,
agree.
if a person doesn't do it, it's
Do it
because
the right way.
What's that?
being mad at a person and holding space for them. Men can do it.
Everybody can. Do
Right. Okay. So if as a man you don't do it, why don't you do
it. What
it?
do you think is not doing it?
Like the same thing you saying, Kenrick. Like if the person doesn't express
But if somebody head
their
hard,
display, hold on. That's
hard
what.
and one way. If somebody head hard and it's one way they hear it and the man check in, hey, not Jay they're talking about, or they watching Jay like.
No. You are talking.
No,
If the
no.
man, if the man
You
head
are
hard,
watching.
if the woman head hard or the man head hard, whatever it is, if the man check, okay, if the man check in, I cannot manage that and your head hard, and the man there still, is the man because the man seeing like things can change. You understand?
I don't think it's that she referring to though. I think she's saying, like, you know how you always saying is how you say it. Can men listen to us express a need in not the best way and still show up for us? It seems like it's kind of impossible, because if I frantic, if I angry,
I don't know the kind of men you deal with in your life.
no, but I talking about what she talking about. Like, it seems like there is a way, a manner in which we have to express our need for it to be heard, even if it's a dire need. So it's like if we're in a desperate situation and we don't frame it in a way that is non-threatening to a man, it seems like we asking, can y'all be angry with us and still show up for us?
Insecurity, or you fighting insecurity against insecurity. You fighting the branch of the tree and go to the root of the problem. Men have insecurities, women have insecurities. If the man feel like when a woman acting that kind of way, it reminds him of something she do or something another woman do. It's a psychological thing that have to retrain yourself, you have to reprogram yourself to do other things.
But yet we are told that we should not let our experiences with other men frame how we deal with you guys. And,
We are told
and
that
I
too.
feel like women have the capacity to be angry with you all and still in the moment give you what you need. and show up. We can be angry and still cook food because you're hungry. We can be angry and still wash all your clothes. We can be angry and still.
and men cannot do that.
So that's what we're asking.
That's what we're asking.
We
Can you?
Can you?
Definitely.
Josh already said we can. How much time?
We
do
can. It's something that is very, very possible. Is again sometimes how men tend to interpret certain things and how we tend to communicate, and the fact that we are different species and we interact with each other on different levels. Again, goes back to the whole love language thing. Everybody have their version of how they deal with what they deal with. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it boils down to you being able to say that that is my person, and you want to work through something in the midst of being mad, because and that's the next thing. If you can't love the person
Even
when you're mad, bro,
when you're mad.
that is a problem.
So
If you cannot, if as a man or as a woman, you can't love your person
And give them their
when you're
name.
mad, yeah, that's a problem. And I would tell any boy that in a situation that watch yourself, because that means that person can do anything.
Exactly.
If they fall out of love with you
And-
when they vex, my brother, anything can happen, you know.
Yeah, and boy,